Hey, what's up guys? It's Adam from Lazy Guy DIY, and today I'm going to show you how to make a jig for your router so you can cut stop dados into a piece. In my case, I built a carcass back here, and this was a perfect addition for it. So let me show you this thing right here. It has adjustable pieces, but before we get to it here, I want to thank my friends from Home Depot. This is part of the Prospective Tool program, and we want to thank them for sponsoring this here. So let's get to this build. I started this off with a scrap piece of plywood here. It is 24 by 16, and you can take any router. I'm using my Triton here, and you just have to measure the base plate and find the center of the board here, and then mark off where the rails need to be so this slides, stays secure. So I'm going to mark this here, and I can do a little bit of adjustment afterwards. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a little CA glue here. This is the adhesive and then the activator. And then I'm going to place this rail on first, and that just gets it stuck quicker. It's like a crazy super glue. I'm going to go back with my DeWalt brad nailer here, and I'm going to tack everything in place and make it nice and secure so this doesn't move and it doesn't have any flex. So once I do this, I'm going to take my router again, put it back in the base, and then I'm going to see that everything fits. I'm going to put that second rail on. I'm going to space it just with a little bit with the business card or playing card, and that way there's no wiggle room. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark here, and I'm going to take a router, and I'm going to take a straight cut bit, and then what we're going to do is cut a hole here, and this channel is specifically so we can adjust the width of the material that we can run with. You'll see here in a second, but we're going to use these little star head knobs, and they're going to go down, and basically we can adjust things here. So I'm going to do this on both sides. Now we're going to put a little end cap on here, and what I need to do is leave 3/4 of an inch hanging on the bottom here. And the reason for that is we're going to attach a 3/4 piece on the bottom, and you'll see it here. I'm going to drill. You can see it's 19 inches there, and with this allows us to slide back and forth and adjust the width of the material that we're going to cut with, and that way it stays nice and secure. So we'll put a washer on here, another 5-star knob, and drop it on. And now we're going to put these little side pieces on, so there's not any wiggle room, so everything stays the same, stays nice, and we can slide this up and down. I'll show you here in a sec. So now we have it on, and you can see those knobs on there. We put our material down, we put this in place, and we can slide these, and they'll slide together because there's little rails, and we'll tighten the knobs, get everything all set, clamp this down to make sure it's not going anywhere. It's pretty secure anyway with the knobs, but I just want to be double secure that my material underneath doesn't move. And then what I'm doing now is I've measured the distance from the router bit, which is a 3/4 inch bit, and where the end of the base plate goes. So I'm just marking it here so I have a line for a guide so I know exactly where to stop, because I'm not going to run the full width here of the material. I'm going to stop at a certain point because it's going to have a stop dado. So I'm going to mark this up here, and I can sand these out, or I can just erase it out. But I'm going to drop my plunge dado here, and what I'm going to do is set my depth to 1 inch. This is 3/4 inch material, and so I'm going to 1/4 inch groove. So I'm going to start cutting, and then when I get to my line up here, I'm going to stop exactly where I need to, and stop my plunge, pull it up, and then we'll take a look to see how this looks. So we're going to take off our clamps, and as you see here, we are going to have a stop dado, but it does have rounded edges because of the router bit. So I'm going to mark this here, and I'm going to do a little bit of chisel work. I'm not very good at it, but good enough here to clean it up. And then we'll see if our board fits in here in the groove. And this is going in our carcass, and this is just a middle support. But I did a whole bunch of these for this project. So let's clean it up. Final little bit. And then let's see if it fits. Looks like a good fit, and that was on the first try. All right guys, a pretty easy build here. You should be able to make it with scrap wood and whatever pieces you have sitting around. So not terribly difficult. As long as you have a router, you should be able to cut these stop dados here. So if you have any questions, you want to see the full plans, you can head on over to my website. That's lazyguydiy.com. Just look for the stop dado jig. And as you see here, just on this carcass, it worked really well here. I have this position just 2 inches on the inside here. Was able to stop, and I cleaned up the pieces with the chisel so you could fit a piece of plywood or any sort of divider in here perfectly. jig. It worked exactly how I wanted it to, so you can customize it to whatever router you have. You just need that width of the base there and the plate. So thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel up here. Please put notifications on, and that way you know when new videos come out. And then check out this video right here. I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks guys, I'll talk to you soon.